Hi, this is Brittany Droz, and today I want to help you create a legacy that you absolutely love. And today I want to do that by focusing on the term resistance. Have you ever heard this term before? Maybe it's come up in an old Psychology 101 book from college. Maybe it's come up as recently when you were working with your trainer at the gym. But resistance can be found all around us. I'm talking anything from dishes that needed to be done 3 days ago that we've let pile up, a mess in our room that we should just easily pick up and put away. Anything from even telling our kids the message they really need to hear, but you know what? It's easier not to have that conversation and just hang out with them and watch your favorite show on TV. Resistance pops its ugly head up everywhere in our lives. So, what can we do about it? Well, the first step is to actually recognize when something is your resistance, right? You can't change something you don't know about. So, when something's on your to-do list and it's been on there for days, and maybe you've crossed everything else off, and if you're like me, you've actually started a new list. But then you have these carryover items because you struggle to do some of the things on there. That's resistance. Plain and simple, there it is. You're going to have preferences to doing certain things and you're going to have resistance to doing others. Usually, though, resistance is at its most powerful and most harmful to us when it stops us from doing the things we need to do, such as in our business. A lot of people have resistance to doing the finances for their business. Hello, that is majorly important. You need to know if you're making any money, right? But you would not believe how many people have huge resistance to doing this. Or not even in reference to your business, but how about your personal finances? I know people who don't check their bank accounts for weeks at a time because they're resistant to doing so. Something about that process is so uncomfortable for them. That's okay. We can work with that. We can change that. But first, you have to know what it is and call it what it is, right? Hey, that's resistance. It's not just me not being able to find the time to check my bank account and balance my checkbook. I have straight up resistance to doing so, and that's what's stopping me. Perfect. How many of you are rationalizers? How many of you take that nugget of, I know I don't want to do this, I know I have resistance to it, and then you rationalize the crap out of it? Well, I know I shouldn't eat this cupcake for the third day in a row, but I worked out today and I still feel okay about the way my pants fit, so I'm going to have this cupcake. That's a rationalization. If you are on a special, no sugar, nutrition plan that you've committed to, you shouldn't be eating the cupcake. Or if you've put yourself on a new budget to try and change your financial situation, then when you rationalize why you should go out to eat with a friend, you're just rationalizing away your resistance. That's not actually doing the work on your resistance that you need to do. So, how can you do the work on this? That's a great question. First, like I pointed out, call it what it is. You've got to recognize the resistance before you can make it different. Know when you're rationalizing. And know that rationalization is not you doing the work on your resistance, but you further avoiding it. The best thing we can do for resistance is make a plan. A lot of writers talk about resistance, and they talk about the struggle they have to actually just sitting down and creating the time to write, because what makes for a successful writer is writing every day. I don't know about you, but that would be incredibly difficult for me. But I have my own habits or disciplines that I put in place that I try and do every day to help make me successful in combating my own resistance. So, I have social media posts, I have content creation that I do, and I have back-end business things that need to be done and paid attention to. So what I've done is just make a schedule. I schedule out my resistance so that, one, I'm not met with a huge pile of things I hate to do on Friday afternoon, because hello, that would never get done. And what I do is I take one piece of the thing that I'd be resistant to and do it first thing in the morning. That's right, instead of running straight to my email inbox or checking my phone, I do the one thing that is a little bit uncomfortable for me to do, because you know what? After I do that, I've accomplished something major, and it's only like 7:30 a.m., and I already feel accomplished. So, check out what you're really having resistance to. Recognize it, don't rationalize it, and create a plan for how you can strategically and systematically take on that resistance until it's just a part of your everyday, and it just slips right in to those other tasks that you don't so much mind doing. Most of the time we have resistance to something because we don't know fully what it is, we don't understand it, and we've developed a little bit of fear and anxiety around it. But each time I had fear or anxiety around something that was somewhat simple, once I did the task, I realized I shouldn't have been fearful or nervous about this at all. So usually we make a bigger deal out of things than we actually need to. I hope you find the same result when you tackle some of your resistance. Tell us about what you implemented and put in place to help make you successful in combating your own resistance. Create an amazing week, and you can create a legacy that you truly love. Have a great day.